You ever have that one thing that eats away at you? Or you look in the mirror and you're not quite happy with what you see? Or maybe you have that goal that you set but you haven't quite achieved it yet. And you're constantly reminded how you have yet to commit to that thing. Well, why haven't you yet? Let me tell you why. There's a bunch of things going on in our lives all at once. We got work, school, friends, we are taking care of our bodies, we have our hobbies, we have a lot of things going on. And listen to me, it's not easy. Not at all. We have to balance. It's this constant balancing act. But what if I told you that there's steps that you can take right now to, reach those goals that you want and attain that happiness one step at a time? I understand you when you say you can't do it all. It's too much for me too sometimes. And first I want to say, realistically, you can't get everything done in one day. You can get really close, or maybe there's like that time once or twice per week that you get everything on the list done. But as you start improving yourself more and more, there's going to be more and more goals that you're going to add. So it becomes really hard to attain all of the things in one day. But you can still get a sense of satisfaction if you cross enough things off your list. Let me show you an example to visualize what I'm talking about. These are the categories of things you must fulfill in life to be successful and which lead to happiness. Now let's go back to the example about not liking yourself in the mirror. Let's say you are focused on your arms. Well, obviously you need to dedicate gym time to that. And in order to do that, we have to take time away from something else. Now, this is the tricky part. However, just because we're taking time away from something else doesn't mean we're taking all the time away we are dedicating to it. Just shifting it a little less. Now, let me give you two factors that contribute to your happiness. You have your friends and you have your gym time, right? You're making gains in the gym, you're, building your muscles up, you look great. However, you always spend time with your friends after school. So what's something we can do here? We're gonna use the bar example again. So in this case, we're gonna drop the friend bar just a little bit and we're gonna raise the time in the gym. And notice how much higher the time in the gym is compared to the friend bar. It started here, it went down here. Gym here, here. It's a big difference. Now, you're just sacrificing a little bit. Your friends aren't gonna be too hurt that you won't hang out with them after school. Or you could just do it not as much. If you were going to the gym 0 days a week and you hang out with your friends after school, twice, 3 times, could be a good start to just get that beginner's, gains. Yes, now while it may suck that you are not spending as much time with your friends, you have to think about it like this. You're doing it for your future self. 6 months from now, you make the gains, you are happy looking at yourself in the mirror, you got those big arms that you wanted, and you still kept the friends because you didn't drastically lower the bar and stop talking to them altogether. No, you kept in touch. You hung out with them every now and then. But it wasn't 100% to the point where it weakened the other one. This is the balance. And then when you have that goal achieved, you can move on to the next bar you need to lower. For example, now let's say we lower the gym bar. We do, 3 workouts per week, and they're like really strenuous, very hard, very time consuming, but it's 3 a week. So you have 4 other days to do whatever you want. That is not gym related. Boom. Let's say you want to learn more. You want to learn a new skill. Well, we're going to invest that time into, reading a book or taking a course online, right? And then the gym time will go down. It's things like that. And doing those things over and over and over in life will grant you that happiness that you're looking for, will help you achieve those goals. Now let's say you were like me in high school. In my early freshman and sophomore years, I didn't really have friends to hang out with after school. I would go to a couple clubs, but that was only once every 2 weeks. I would come home and the first thing I'm doing is on the game. I'm playing video games. Well, what is something we can do here? We have an entertainment bar too. Final example is lowering that bar and dedicating gym time to that. So that's my personal example. And because I do things like that, where I'm, achieving growth in different ways, it's more fulfilling and it leads me to be happier in life. And if you're like me, well, the gym will increase your entertainment and fulfillment bar because I find the gym really fun, actually. And I'd much rather be doing that than playing a couple of video games alone. I'll give you a couple other examples now. So another one I did is I dropped my high school track team in order to focus on my business and my scholarship competition that I had entered at the time, where I won a huge scholarship for the college I attend now. So that's like a little payoff for balancing that thing. 1 year of not being on track and field didn't kill me. This next example is for the health bar. I focused my posture problems by stretching every morning for about 30 minutes in order to correct those issues. I didn't have the straightest back, and I had this like anterior pelvic tilt arch thing on my back. And because I did that, I had a little bit less time in the mornings to prepare for school, but overall it wasn't the end of the world. Now, I highly encourage you to keep track of those changes in your life. And I just wanted to show you a little example of how I track my own habits. I have this own like habit tracker. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. But I have my own little habit tracker, and it has everything I need to do in a day. And if I can't get it done, oh well, but I check the boxes as I go throughout the day. And that helps me be a little bit more fulfilled with what I'm doing. So that's a really good way to track those things and make sure you're still doing the things you want to do. Of course, you can always change it to be whatever you want. I just have those things, but if it's like, hanging out with friends and socializing, I have a socialize bar there, but my socialize may be a little bit different from yours, Whatever you have to do, put it there. You can edit it however you want. I'm gonna put it in the description down below. All right, guys, and that's everything. I just want to make sure that you guys commit to those healthy skills. Make sure you keep that balance, like I said, with the bars. Just keep it going in the right direction, and you'll find a lot better progress with your goals, and hopefully you'll be a lot happier with yourself. Besides that, that's all for me. I have some Calendly free coaching calls in the description below. If you want to go check that out, I'm free to call. I'll link my times, that way you know when I can. And yeah, I hope we're doing great today. Let's have a good day, all right?